Hello everybody and welcome to the EverLearner.com. This is going to be your platform for all your PE lessons this term, and there'll be some theoretical content for you to complete throughout the weeks as we go through the term. And what I'm going to talk you through is how to use the EverLearner and how to access some of the things that we will be setting you from this website. The first thing you'll see here is that I put my username and my password that would have been emailed to you into the box up in the top right hand corner where it says your account, and I will click sign in. If any of you are having any problems with that login, then either check your junk mail or give me an email and I can reset your account for you and give you a password. The first thing I would do is click on this button up here and I would reset my password. That will be done in the edit information section. I'm not going to do that now because I'm logged in as a student with my personal email address and I'm not going to give that to you. The second thing that you will notice is at some point when you log in you will see that you have been set assignments, and we're going to go through some of those assignments now and have a little look. You'll see that sometimes Mr. Taylor and I might have given you a message or you'll have some notifications to complete some work. Here you'll notice that physical education is highlighted. You have access to that and only that, unless you're in year 10, whereby you might have been given access to Mr. Webber's computer science GCSE course, or maybe in modern foreign languages you might have been given access to French and Spanish, because I know that Miss Bartlett was looking at that as well. But anyway, let's go into the assignments and have a little look and see if we have been set any work to do. You can see here that I have created some tests here. The first one, the assignment that's open, there is the 41 minutes left for me to complete this, and we will set your assignments in line with your Microsoft Teams section. So for example, year 8 are set to be on MS Teams between 11 and 12 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. So your assignment will be set between them. Mr. Taylor and I will be live on MS Teams talking you through and helping you through any of the work that you may need assistance with. If I click on this watch lesson, which you'll all have the opportunity to do next week, and I click start learning, you can see it's an 18-minute video. It's about the bones of the body, and you will simply click play. So I'm going to mute that video just whilst I talk over that. You'll see that the video continues playing in the background. If you want to make any notes as you're going along, then you can put some in here. There are 205 bones in the human body. And you can save these notes into different sections, or you can see as James Sims, who's doing the speaking and the writing here, he is writing things about the cranium, otherwise known as the skull. And we can continue making these notes as we go through, and you can access them at a later date. What you will do at the end of the video is simply come out of it and go back to the next screen, and that will be done just by clicking this back to the course button or back to the dashboard, or sharing it perhaps with other friends, switching layouts if you really wish. I'm going to go back to the course and I'm going to look at some of the other assignments that I've been set. Once I've watched that video, then obviously it's likely that we're going to give you some sort of a test to do as well. You can see here that this test is mandatory for everyone in the class, and there is the opportunity to do multiple takes. So you can fail it because we can set a pass grade for you, but then you can go back and you can resit it. So let's go ahead and look at one of the tests here. It's asking me to write the answer in. I provide protection for the reproductive organs and I articulate with the femur. What am I? Well, I hope that I'm able to get this right. I suspect that's the pelvis, and I'm going to send the answer. My answer is correct. The pelvis, or the ilium, is the top part of the hip. And now I can go on to the next question. Identify the broken bone in this x-ray. So you can see here that you can enlarge this. I suspect that that is the vertebrae running down, and this is the sacrum at the bottom. So this is a key word, so spelling has to be perfect. I think that this is the vertebrae. Send answer. Correct, Mr. Morrison, you're very good at this. Next question. Which bones articulate from the ankle? So you can see here that we've got the ankle joint and your bones from the ankle coming off at the bottom there. So we can see that it's probably not going to be the humerus because that's in the arm. It could well be the tibia, the flatter bone in the front of the leg. Yes, I'm going to tick that one. And I think that also coming away from there, would probably be a talus as well. And I suspect that it could also be the fibula. I'm going to send the answer, and I'm correct again. Fortunate. Next question, I've only got 5, so stick with me. I am a series of flat bones that provide protection for the lungs and the heart. What am I? I think we may well be the rib cage. Send answer. My answer is correct. And last one, arrange the bones so that they show the order of the bones in the body from the top to the bottom. Place the uppermost bone at the top and the lowermost bone at the bottom. Now I'm going to deliberately get this one wrong. I'll start by putting the cranium at the top because we all know that's right. Send answer in. It tells me here which ones I've got incorrect. And it also tells me the correct order. So I might want to have a little look at that. And I go to my next question. I can review my answers or I can see my progress. And I'm going to click see my progress. And I'm going to click over here on this dashboard. I'm going to look at my progress as I go through. And I can see here that in the physical education section that I'm going to select here GCSE and I'm year 10 and I'm AQA course. Then I haven't completed any of the work as yet, but there's plenty for me to be doing. My live data shows that I spent only 1 minute and 23 seconds, 12% watching a video, which is why I didn't score 100% in the test. I didn't do too badly, but I might well need to go back and finish watching that video and retake the test. So that gives you an idea of some of the work that we could be doing. As a summative assessment, we will set you a checkpoint to do, which covers every single part of the topic area, so not just the bones. And obviously we'll do that towards the end of a half term or the end of a unit of work. And this essentially is how to use the EverLearner. If you're ever stuck, Mr. Taylor and I are there to assist you. Like I said, during your MS Teams slot, you will have us live on the screen and I'll be able to screen share with you and you can write any questions up that you may have. But you can also go into your course and study any of the sections, even if we haven't set it for you. So you can see here I've done 4% of the course on the skeleton. There are 3 videos to watch, 3 on the joints, 3 on the muscles. But you can also go through to the other sections of the GCSE PE course. This section here, health, fitness and training, will be the main one that we focus on, particularly for years 7, 8 and 9 who have been doing lots of work on this. And we expect you to have some really good scores in this. But by all means go ahead and look ahead to some of the courses here. This is the real GCSE course for years 10 and 11. And as you can see here, the exam board here is AQA. So that about ends my little tutorial about how to use the EverLearner. Like I said, any questions you've got, you can either message me through the forum, and you see Mr. Taylor's on here as well, or you can enter a message here, help, I can't use this. And that message will come through straight to Mr. Taylor or me, much in the same way that Google Classroom is used. And as a final point, we will always make sure that we assign all of the work that we're giving to you on Google Classroom as well, so that you're fully aware of exactly what you're going to be expected to do. Please don't panic about practical. That will come through Mr. Taylor's YouTube channel, and there'll be some practical activities for you to do involving striking and fielding, games involving athletics, training, and in the second half of the term, looking at preparing you for the autumn term in terms of your strength and your conditioning for both rugby and for hockey, with some skills involved in those as well. I look forward to seeing you next week when we return for the summer term in this unusual environment. Thanks very much.